What's up, y'all? How you guys doing? I know I'm a little early. I scheduled a live for 10:30. I wasn't sure when I was gonna be done watching the episode, but I'm done. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and go live now. Y'all be all right. Hey, everybody, come on in, come on in. So we are here for the conclusion of Martha's Vineyard. Now, I didn't do a review for last week's episode because, to be honest, it really just wasn't a whole lot there. But from what I remember, I know that we had the conclusion of the fight with Nick when he realizes that Natalie was the one, and then him and Bria got into it. Bria did what Bria always does. She left the room, threw a tantrum. Nick addressed the fact that Natalie was the one that got involved, and of course, Amir did what Amir's going to do, which is defend his woman and act like he don't understand why anybody has a problem with his woman, child, whatever. Child Milo got missing for about 30 minutes because Bree said she wasn't bringing Milo back next year. If they come back for season 3, Milo is going to a boarding house, and Milo said, "The hell with that." And he took off running, and they had to go find Milo. Okay. They had like a concluding little situation down on the sand. I mean, where Alex brought his people in, and they did like a little concert, and they did like a painting situation. You know, Summer let everybody know she was leaving early because she just was just too much, and she just couldn't handle it, and so she left early, which was a whole day early. Which, girl, bye. Then we had a final dinner down on the sand, which was really, really nice. I was here for that. I was really here for the dinner on the sand. I thought that was really beautiful, really, really nice. So that was pretty much the finale. I mean, here's the thing. I'm glad that they ended on a positive note. Like, I'm glad that the last day wasn't a bunch of fighting, arguing, cussing. I can be honest about that. I know that we've talked about this formula for reality shows a million times. So I understand that the formula is drama. But I was here. I'm okay that the end didn't have to be a bunch of drama. Like, I appreciated that. Now, tonight we had the reunion. So let's talk about this reunion for a minute. So first of all, let me give kudos to a couple of things. Kudos number one. What's that one thing? Kudos number one. They clearly increased the budget this season for Summer House Martha's Vineyard. The house was bigger. The house was nicer. They had looked like they had more of a budget for the different activities that they had going on. So for that, I can appreciate. I can thank. Oh, I can be thankful. Number two, I'm glad they brought the show back. I'm very happy that Bravo decided to bring the show back for season 2. I hope it gets to season 3. It seems like they may bring it back for season 3 because it definitely seems like they're more vested in the show. They had I think everybody was on Watch What Happens Live this year, including the newbie Noelle. I know Preston, Nick, Alex, Jasmine, Summer, Shanice, Bree. So yeah, I guess everybody did do a Watch What Happens Live. Thank you, Kenya. Thank you, Boo. So yeah, that's what they did right. Okay. And I was here for that. They actually had a reunion this year, so I can appreciate that. But I'm still feeling like we're not getting the full reunion moment. Like, why was the reunion in the Watch What Happens Live Clubhouse? Y'all couldn't get a set. Y'all couldn't y'all could have found one of the old reunion sets and set up a reunion. Like, y'all don't have an old beach set. Like, literally, it's Martha's Vineyard. Like, if y'all had just given us like a beach house set, I would have been all right. But y'all just added some chairs to the damn clubhouse. I was like, really, Bravo? Y'all couldn't do better than that? Now, I will say this. Y'all know I am no fashionista, but can I tell you that Jordan's outfit was horrible. She looked like a broke mermaid. I don't know what she was going for. I don't know what she was looking at. Her top and her shoes didn't even match. And I'm just not sure what that was about. I just wasn't here for that. I thought that Shanice's dress was really cute. I thought my best dress for me was Noelle. I loved her dress. I loved her hair. I loved her makeup. I thought her whole look was like boom, boom, bam. Shanice actually looked really nice. I was here for Shanice's look. Bria, I liked Bria's hair. Her dress was cute. Like, but Bria usually gets it right. Like, Bria definitely, if you follow her on social media, she's on red carpets. She definitely gets it right. So I was here for Bria. Summer was cute, and Jasmine was cute. But my best dress for the ladies was definitely Noelle. And then if I had to pick a second, it would have been Shanice. I was here for that. Noelle's dress is a little outdated. Bria's makeup ate down. I really liked her dress. I liked it. I know what you mean when you say a little dated, but I liked it. I really did. As for the guys, my best dress would probably be Nick or Alex. I really liked, again, I think it would be hard for Nick to get it wrong because that's what Nick does. And we've seen that Nick is going to give you a look. Did Nick give us anything different than what we normally see from Nick? No. Nick literally pulled that out of his closet. You know what I mean? Like, that is Nick. That is his style. That is who he is. Alex, I really, really liked Alex's look. I like those pants, like the flare pants with the sneakers. I really liked Alex's look, right? So I hated Amir. If I had to do a worse dress for the guys, it would be Amir. Amir looked like he was just on his way. I wouldn't even say the club. Like, I don't know where Amir was going. But the look was not giving me anything. So that's my thumbs up and thumbs down for the fashions. And again, I am no fashionista. I don't pretend to be. It is just my personal, what I like and what I don't like. Okay. Andy was shady as hell, but it was funny. Like, it was shady in a good way. Like, when he was asking the questions of Amir, like, you could definitely tell that he's not feeling Natalie. You could tell that. And he was being shady. It was Amir he was being shady with, and it was somebody else that Andy was being so shady, but not, to me, not in an obnoxious way. I know there are people who just don't like Amir. That just don't like Andy. So if you don't like Andy, it doesn't matter. You just don't like Andy. Amir was the worst. Who wears? What you mean, Christopher C? Okay, you agree Noelle was the best dress. Thank you, Christopher. He agrees with me. Nick and Alex look good. Yeah. Yes, Andy thinks Amir is dumb and dumb, but he ain't looking at him. But he like looking at him. Yeah, I think a lot of people like looking at Amir. I don't particularly find Amir that attractive because I think he's dumb. Like, to me, the fastest way to become unattractive to me is for me to just think you're dumb. And the minute, like, within the first 5 minutes of episode 1, season 1, I felt like Amir was dumb. So I couldn't see past that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't see past that. Now, okay, let's get into my notes. So they started off with Alex and Summer. They asked about who ended it first, and of course, nobody wants to admit that they got dumped, right? So Alex says that he ended it. Summer says that's not how it went down. I'm gonna be honest. I tend to believe Alex's version of the story because if it went down the way Summer said it went down, then girl, like, you, first of all, you lied in your answer because I just believe Alex because Summer has shown herself to be more vested in the situation than Alex was. You know what I'm saying? You know what about let me say this about Jasmine and that wig. So let me say this. When the first time I saw Jasmine in that blonde, I thought it looked beautiful. I really liked it. I don't know who did her hair for the reunion, but the way her hair was done when she first got that wig, I thought it looked really, really nice. I don't know who did her hair for the reunion. I don't know who her hairstylist was, but I didn't like the way it was styled for the reunion. It was curlier. It was the first time I saw that blonde wig. It was closer to the way Bria's hair was done. Right? It was curly. Like it really looked like it really looked like she woke up and was kind of like, you know what I mean? Like it just didn't look like anything was done. So I liked that blonde. I did not like the way it was styled for the reunion. Right. So Summer, let's be clear. We're never going to believe your version of the story when it comes to Alex because you're way too vested in it. They brought up the picture, and again, I think so. Here's the good thing and the bad thing about the Summer House crew, right? The good thing about the Summer House crew is that they are really truly building friendships and building relationships, right? Which I think makes for a genuine reality show. When you have genuine situations, genuine relationships, and people are genuinely dealing with things, I think that makes for a great connection because there's a real bond there. They're not just co-workers. They're not just showing up to film a scene and going home. They're really vested in each other and how each other feels, right? That's the positive. The negative to that is, one, so much happens off camera that we never understand or we don't see. And then when we see it on camera, we don't get the context because we missed a whole lot of the backstory. So, for example, this whole Alex situation. I think the Alex situation got screwed up because Summer took a picture of Alex and sent it to her homegirl, Jasmine, right? We've all done this. Let's be clear. When I say we've all done it, I'm not saying each person individually, but we get it. You got this dude and he came to see you. You took a picture, you sent it to your homegirl. You're like, look who I'm hanging out with. Look who came to see me. Because let's be clear, Summer and Jasmine have been talking about Alex. Jasmine knew Jasmine knew Alex was coming. Hell, Jasmine probably knew his itinerary for the plane, right? Here's where it went wrong. When Jasmine then sent the picture to other people or let other people know that Alex was in LA hanging out with Summer. So Nick, not thinking there was anything wrong, I don't think Nick was being messy at all. Nick calls up Alex and like, yo, you in LA? Alex, who for whatever his reason was, maybe he's a private person, maybe he didn't want nobody to know he was rolling with someone like that. I don't know. Now Alex feels some kind of way about it. Like, yo, how did this shit go from East Coast to West Coast? Like, how does everybody know what I'm doing? And why are y'all calling me about it? So that was like one of the first things that, like, I think that gave Alex pause because I think then Alex was sort of feeling like, okay, what's going on, right? What's being said? How much of my business have you told everybody? Because Alex seems like the kind of person that likes to play things close to the vest. Jordan, not Jasmine. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you. Jordan was the one that got the picture. Sorry, I don't want to confuse anybody. Jordan. I just said Jasmine. I was wrong. I would just said the wrong name. Jordan. So there's that, right? So Jordan was like, I don't see anything creepy about it. I didn't think it was a big deal. I know y'all. I said the wrong name. I said Jasmine instead of Jordan. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank y'all for clearing because I really didn't realize I said Jasmine. But I meant Jordan. Please don't put it in the comments after the if you're watching this in the replay, I have corrected myself. Please don't put it in the comments. Okay, I have corrected myself. Thank you so much. Okay. So if I were Summer, so do I think anybody did anything with any malice or ill intent? No, I don't think it was that serious. But I can understand why Alex felt some kind of way about it. But I can also understand why Summer didn't think it was a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? But that's because we're dealing with real situations, real people. The same thing with the Jamaica trip. I'm skipping ahead, but I don't want to forget my point. The same thing with the Jamaica trip. Jasmine, and I do mean Jasmine this time, Jasmine felt very slighted that this Jamaica trip happened without her. And we found out that it's not just Jordan that has issues with Jasmine, right? It's very clear that Preston has issues with Jasmine. it's clear that Shanice has issues with Jasmine. So they were like, listen, we just wanted a drama-free trip to Jamaica, and that is why she wasn't invited. Now, fast forward, that makes me think there's more going on with Jasmine and this friend group than just what happened last season, right? Because I think we can all agree that Jasmine was doing the most last season. She was puppeteering. She was doing a lot that last season. But it's got to be more to it. Because it's a year later and y'all ain't talked to this girl. Y'all ain't reached out to her. You knew her husband had been deployed. And even after she got pregnant, Andy asked, who has been there to support you? What's up, St. James? Hey, boo. Who has been there to support you? And it doesn't sound like they were there to support her, right? Preston said that him and Silas have not spoken. They are line brothers. And I know, I mean, for any of you guys who understand, that is a big deal. Like, they pledged together. They're not just, fraternity brothers. They literally were on the same line. Those are bonds that are usually, not in every situation, not in every case, because people are still people, but that's usually a pretty tight bond. And like Jasmine said, like, you literally stood up at my wedding. Like, you were in my wedding. So the fact that Preston, Jasmine, and Silas are not in a good place right now, it's got to be more to it than what happened last season. Like, it's got to be stuff that we don't know. Now, when I did my interview with Preston, some of you guys even said that he was a little more forgiving of Jasmine in my interview than he has been in other interviews. And clearly at the reunion, some of you guys speculated that maybe it was because maybe Silas called him and kind of was like, yo, back up off my girl. Or maybe they're working on some things, right? Maybe they're in a better place now than they were when he filmed the reunion or when he did those other interviews. I had a time limit, you guys, so I wasn't able to kind of dig in like I wanted to dig in because I only had a certain amount of time and I had certain questions that I definitely wanted to ask, right? So that's another example of things that I think have festered behind the scenes, that good or bad, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's a good thing when you're looking at it from the point of view of it builds true friendships and real bonds and real feelings. But it's bad because us as viewers sometimes do not get the full extent of what's going on. And I say all that to say, I'm bringing it back around to Summer and Alex. I think that Alex really was interested in Summer, but I think those were certain things that was a red flag to him. Here's the thing. My red flag don't have to be your red flag. Right? What I don't like, what turns me off, what makes me not want to be in a relationship with you doesn't have to be what would bother you or what would turn you off. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same thing. So for Alex, for him, that was a red flag. We don't have to agree with that. We don't have to like it, but we have to respect that that's Alex. And it may be based on past relationships or past situations. I mean, it could be any of those things. All right, so that happened. He said he never used the word F-boy. She said he did. Again, at this point, I don't care. Okay, so then they talked about Amir and Natalie. Now, when I did my interview with Preston said that he made a comment, or he spoke on Natalie making those comments about how much money Amir makes. And Andy actually brought that up too. Now, it's interesting they edited that out. And he said, I wonder if they're going to edit out what I said. So I'm wondering if what he said was kind of harsh or what have you, but they definitely edited it out because we didn't hear Preston say anything. But the fact that Andy brought it up and he addressed it, and some other people said that it was emasculating. Like, I think most people said that it was emasculating. It sounds like the majority of the house has spoken to Amir about how they felt about Natalie and how she showed up at the house. Natalie was definitely being messy. Natalie was definitely trying to become part of the story. That whole situation with her inserting herself in Nick's situation, the girls were very clear that it was just girl talk. They never expected it to go further than the hammock. It was just something they were talking about. And even when Natalie said, well, I'm going to talk to Tasia, they were like, girl, no. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Now, I'm going to say this, and I don't even know Amir. And I mean, like I said, I just think Amir ain't that damn bright. But something that Amir said, and even Andy kind of threw it out there, baby, why Amir and Natalie just bought a house together? They have only been dating a year and a half. That is not a long time to sign your name on probably a $200,000 or $300,000 debt. Now, Amir said that his name is on the mortgage, but her name is on the title. I don't understand why people feel the need. See, I know I'm about to sound like an old lady right now. I know I'm about to sound like an old lady. These people that are playing house and y'all are creating permanent situations, listen. We see what married couples go through when they break up and there's a house involved. I mean, from celebrities all the way down to, the regular schmegular Joes. Do y'all understand how, not y'all, but I mean, it's like y'all do real estate. Y'all have to know how serious this is. Amir getting scammed with her name on it. Right. Like, your name is on the mortgage, but her name is on the title, which means you're financially responsible for this house, but she has all the rights. So if y'all break up, now what? Now, Amir said that he was going to propose and that he even has the ring, but, when it's the right time, whatever. Right. He's paying for the house and put her. Right. Exactly, Shay. And Andy even was like you could hear a pin drop when he said that. Like, nobody was like, well, I could say nobody, but you didn't hear the congratulations or nobody. Oh, that's great. Like, everybody was like, what? Because everybody understood how serious it was what she was saying. I mean, what he was saying. I was like, and I mean, I could, even with, like, y'all literally, first of all, y'all are real, both of y'all do real estate. I'm sure that y'all know some really nice property that's up for rent. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure y'all know some really nice property that y'all can rent out for a year. And if it works out now, okay, now let's get engaged and now let's look at some property. But a year and a half of dating, and then they brought up the whole trust thing, and Amir was like, no, she trusts me, but I mean, we're building trust. Well, no, she trusts me, but I mean, she didn't know what I was doing at that house. Well, no, she trusts me, but this is a new situation for both of us, and she just was he never used the word insecure, but so I'm like, so then she doesn't trust you. Like, I don't know what your definition of trust is, Amir, but the woman doesn't trust you. Hello. She does not trust you. That's it. She doesn't trust you. And I don't know how you could be going into a permanent situation with somebody that does not even trust you. Let me see what else I got in my notes, child. Trust, money. Oh, my notes are all screwed up. Okay, Summer. So come to find out, that dude that Summer had found on Facebook that said he wasn't her daddy, that it was no way he could be her daddy, baby. How about he was her daddy? Now, I thought that was real effed up. Here you are. You have this young lady, this girl, looking for her daddy. She reaches out to you. Now, she grown. Okay, it's not like. I mean, I don't think Summer's looking for back child support or anything. I think she's just trying to find her dad. And you hit her with it's no way it could possibly happen. It's no way it could possibly be true. So she go back around to her mama like, you lied to me. That's not my dad. And now the mama is sitting there thinking, well, shit, it must have just been a one-night stand, because remember, mama has had substance abuse problems. So now you got mama feeling like, damn, I can't even remember who the hell I slept with that I conceived my child with. Like, can you imagine how bad her mama probably felt about that? Like, damn, so it's not the person I thought it was? Now I got to sit here and try to remember. And that's why her mama was like, I don't know. I can't tell you. And then come to find out, because she said she took a 23andMe test. Come to find out it was his ass the whole time. That's real effed up, Daddy. Irrelevant question. Is someone mixed? I don't know. We know that she's where's her grandmother from? We know that she's part is it Puerto Rican or Dominican? Her grandmother's from, was it Puerto Rico or Dominican? So we know she's at least part. Her mom, Jamaica. Oh, damn, I'm all wrong. Jamaica. Okay, so she's part Jamaican. So I don't know if her dad is black or white. I don't know if this guy is black or white. I don't know. Yeah. So that's how you found your birth mom was 23andMe. Well, congratulations to you too, Nitwit. Congratulations to you. Okay. So they also talked about what she was going through that summer and all the things that she was going through. Andy asked if she's in a better place. She said, yeah, that she's better. But her and Noelle are not better because her and Noelle are still bickering over this whole Alex situation and how she treated her this summer. Now, what I found to be interesting is Noelle was introduced to us through Summer. But come to find out, Summer was like, I don't know her that well. Like, if I wasn't even opening up to Preston and Jordan, people who I've been friends with longer, then why is she mad? Like, I don't even know her that well. I don't know her that well. So, I don't know. Now, Andy was like, Noelle is following everybody on social media except for Summer. So I think that's a pretty good indication of where they are. And Noelle was like, listen, we cool. We can coexist. We can be in the same rooms together. But relationship, I personally think production is trying to mess with another black show, introducing Amir and his girlfriend. Well, Amir was on season 1. So, I mean, they're not introducing Amir. Amir was on season 1. And I mean, if that's who he's dating, that's who he's dating. I mean, I don't think that's any different than Bree dating Simon. He's a white man. I mean, if that's who they're dating, that's who they're dating, you know? I don't know if that's them. I don't know how that's them ruining the show, though. I mean, we don't like Natalie. I mean, I don't like Natalie. But I don't know if that's them ruining the show. Hold on a second, y'all. Child, Simon does not know how to stay in his lane. Simon, and now I'm gonna get to that because they were talking about Simon trying to chase clout. Simon does not know how to stay in his lane, child. Simon, I mean, he knows how to. Now he don't get involved in the arguments. So from that point, yeah, I agree. But Simon is definitely trying to be seen. Okay, he definitely wants to be a part of the conversation. He wants to be a part of the mix. He's just not down for the drama. He's just not down for the drama. That I agree with. But he definitely wants to be seen. He definitely wants to be a part of the conversation. But again, he's a man and he's doing it in a man way versus a woman. I hate to say it like that. I know people don't like gender roles and gender, but I'm just listening. It is what it is. Okay. Noelia needs I say Noelia. That's what my sister and my daughter, my nephew's wife, Lord, my niece-in-law, I guess, my niece. That's her name. So that's why if y'all hear me say Noelia, it's because that's my niece's name is Noelia. I don't like Noelle's attitude either. She came with too much energy. To be fair, Natalie, the girls couldn't start mess if the women weren't messy. So let me say this. I agree. I think Noelle had a lot of energy for Summer. I think she was ready. Like Summer didn't even get 2 words out of her mouth, and it was like rrr, rrr, rrr. And I think Summer brought up a valid point. Like, Noelle, you trying to make a big deal about the fact that you didn't know that Alex was had messed with Summer, but then when you found out, you still was flirting with him. You were still trying to get with him, and then you tried to play it down, talking about, I mean, me flirting with him. We were in the house together. It's not a big deal for me to flirt with him. Girl, you was trying to build something with Alex. And Alex did shoot his shot. Did y'all hear Alex shoot his shot at Noelia? He said, I would love to get to know her better. You know, she's a beautiful girl. So I think Alex is open to the idea of trying to date Noelle. I just think he didn't want to do it on camera. I think he didn't want to be locked into that drama on camera because he already knew what he was dealing with Summer. If he had started openly flirting with Noelle and entertaining Noelle's advances, it would have been a whole nother conversation. And we already know it would have went left. It would have went left. Summer said in another interview that her and Noelle had only hung out like twice. Yeah, it's clear that they weren't friends, right? Simon does want to be seen, but isn't a pot stirrer. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Okay, so now the flirting is okay, but when it was Nick, it was a whole big thing. Well, they said on a reunion tonight that the reason why it was a problem with Nick is because Nick had a girlfriend. So I guess because Alex is single, I guess that's why it's not an issue. I don't know. Seems as though Simon and Natalie are both using their relationships to be seen. I agree, authentically young. I agree. Yeah, I agree. So what do I have next in my notes? Summer. I think did I cover Nick? I mean, did I cover Summer? I think I got Summer. Oh, okay. Preston and Bree. So Bree got Preston blocked. It seems like Preston and Bree are not in a good place. They're not in a good space. Preston said that when Bree got into some trouble in the south of France last year, that she called him and he helped her navigate through that. He even helped her get an attorney, an international law attorney. And Bree was like, yeah, but Alex was, and he even said something about Simon not having her back or something. And she was like, what do you mean? He's the one that got me out of jail. So I don't know what Bree did to get put in jail. She probably cussed out the wrong person and got her ass in jail. And Alex was like, I mean, Preston was like, yeah, but like I did a lot to help you. And like, I didn't even get a thank you. And Bree was like, of course I thanked you. And Preston was like, yeah, okay. I can absolutely believe that Bree did not thank him. Only based off of who we've seen Bree to be. I can absolutely see Bree not thanking him. Do I think Bree was thankful? Yes. But I also think Bree is a spoiled brat that is used to everything revolving around her. And I don't think she thinks outside of herself. I'm not saying that makes it right or wrong. I just think that's who she is. And, sometimes in life, once you get to know people, you either accept who they are or you don't. And I honestly think at this point, that is just who Bree is. Someone accused her of stealing, but she said she did. She's saying it was racism. I mean, it could have been the south of France. I mean, depending on the situation, it could have been that. But, excuse me, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, I agree authentically, young. I feel like they missed an opportunity. I feel like they made it about Bree and Preston instead of making it about the bigger picture, which is Bree is bratty. Bree does cause a lot of problems in the house with her attitude and the way she deals with things and handles things. And I do think they missed an opportunity. I don't think they needed a 2-part reunion, but maybe another half an hour. Maybe if they had made this like a special, instead of doing Watch What Happens Live tonight, if they had just made it an hour and a half, I think an extra 30 minutes, 17 minutes after you take out commercials. But I think they would have been able to get to just a little bit more because I feel like the Bria situation absolutely should have been fleshed out. I absolutely think that should have been fleshed out. But honestly, outside of the Bria thing, I don't know. Bria wants to be a rich black woman and is using Simon to do so. He's using her for clout. Fair. Yeah. I mean, they brought up the fact that a lot of people feel like Simon is using her for clout. And she literally gave the exact definition of clout in her answer. He's not using me for clout. I mean, he's a multi-millionaire, so he doesn't need my money. But I mean, he does, this platform that I'm on is different. It's new for him. And he really enjoys it. And yes, he wants to be a part of it. Well, that's clout. Like, clout isn't always about money. Clout is access. Clout is opportunity. Clout is using what you have to get in the right rooms, in the right spaces. It's not always about money, you know? Right. I mean, exactly. Is it Palaver? I hope I said your name right. Yeah, that's exactly what it like. Bria is just a brat. Like, and if she's gonna be on the show, y'all are gonna have to put her behavior in a box and deal with it accordingly, you know. Des, let me be clear. I do not believe that man is a multimillionaire any more than I believe that I'm a multimillionaire. Okay. Do I think that he's comfortable? Sure. Do I think that he has the type of job that gives him access? Yeah. I mean, if you follow Bree's social media and his social media, they definitely, like, right now they're at the Grand Prix in the south of France. I mean, in Monaco, right? Like, last week she was on the red carpet of the Cannes Film Festival. I don't know what the hell Brie does other than I know she's an influencer, other than she's monetized her social media. I have no idea what Brie does. But whatever Simon does, they are definitely in the right rooms. Simon's job is definitely has connections. But multi-millionaire, I'm not sure I will put him on that level because I think I do remember that earlier this season when he was complaining about the tickets, right? I do believe they use each other. And listen, we've seen marriages built off of less. Like, if you like it, I love it. As long as both of them have walked in the door, fully understanding what the other person is bringing, go for it. And if you like it, I love it. Baby, I ain't got nothing to do with none of it. Okay? I think Brie enjoys the life that Simon provides for her. And I said that during the season when I was like, she ain't gonna break up with him because she enjoys the lifestyle that he provides. I'm not saying that she has not done anything on her own, but from where I sit, it looks like she's just, I shouldn't say just, but from where I sit, it looks like she's an influencer. And I believe that he has provided, because remember, she was the same one working at the Playboy Club with Jordan and Jasmine. So let's be clear, she don't come from money like that. Like, it's not her that is getting her in the rooms. It's clearly how she has maneuvered and the people she has built connections with. And I think Simon is definitely one of them. But child, Simon ain't going nowhere until Simon ready to go. I think he'll break up with her before she'll break up with him. Then we have Jasmine. And I'm going to be honest with you. After the reunion, I am still no more clear on what's really going on with Jasmine and this group of friends. Do I think Jasmine did the most last season? Absolutely. And maybe it was more to it than what we saw on camera. But yes. And I said that last season. If you go back to my reviews last season, I said that, right? I said that it's just, and I even said that in my interview with Preston. It seems like Jasmine, I do agree with Jordan on that Jasmine was being a puppeteer, right? Jasmine was trying to maneuver things and create moments. I think she felt a lot of pressure for the show to be successful. She understood, she understood that there has to be drama in a reality show. I think production was probably in her ear, telling her certain things needed to happen. I agree. I believe all of that. But this is deeper. Like, the isolation that this group of friends have put on her, it goes deeper than that. I get it that they don't like Silas, because I think Andy asked them if they miss Silas, baby, and they were real slow to say they did. I mean, I think a few of them finally, other than Jasmine, obviously, I think a few of them finally did kind of say, yeah, but for the most part, I ain't see a whole lot of them saying that they miss Jasmine. Okay. I mean, Silas. I get it that they may not be crazy about Silas, and I get it that they may not be crazy about how things went last season. However, I think all of them did things where they needed where they needed forgiveness. And I just find it very interesting why they can't seem to forgive Jasmine. I just find that very interesting. And like I said, I don't understand what the real issue is. And I am no more clear after the reunion than I was before the reunion. And it sounds like Jasmine doesn't know either. Like, she genuinely seems like she does not understand. Hey Kevin, hey boo. And I already spoke to this early on in my review about this whole situation with Jamaica and why they didn't want Jasmine to come, and Jordan, not speaking to Jasmine. And my thing is this. The one thing Jasmine said that I can agree with is Jasmine said, I've had a whole lot of changes in my life in the last couple of years, and everybody has not been able to evolve or keep up with that. And I feel like that was a nice way of her saying, listen, they still doing the same shit that I was doing 5 years ago, but I'm not that person anymore. I'm married now. I'm a mom now. I have different responsibilities. They look different. They're going to be different. And whether you like Silas or not, I think we have to respect. When our friends have moved into a different phase of their life. I have plenty, and I've told y'all this before, I have plenty of friends that have married people that I did not like. I've been in people's weddings when they were marrying somebody that I was like, I don't believe she married this one. I mean, I don't wish bad, but I definitely didn't expect them to last, right? And in my mind, all I could do was be there for them if and when it fell apart. Because at the end of the day, not my monkey, not my show, right? That's your man or woman. That's your relationship. And all I can do is respect that. And if it falls down, then I'll be here. But I feel like I just don't, like I said, it's got to be deeper. And it's got to be something that they're just not sharing with us. Hold on. They're jealous of Jasmine was portrayed as the main character. It's the Mariah Huck and Nene effect. Interesting. Okay. I don't think it's that deep. Jordan and Preston are mean girls being mean. But it's not just Jordan and Preston. It was Shanice. It wasn't just the two of them. Jasmine brought them together for the show, and they resent her for that. Remember, season 1 was about people discussing her and Silas. They are resentful. I think Jordan wants Jasmine to stay the same, but she's a wife and mom now. Jordan seems jealous. I see jealous a lot. I just think there's some haters, especially Jordan. She was never Jasmine's friend. If she's still holding on to what happened last season, I actually believe it was Jordan who helped cast. There are several interviews where they asked Jordan for contacts. Okay. It does seem like the show was centered around Jasmine and Silas. And I think because they were the married couple, right? I think they were the anchor. I don't know. I see a lot of people saying jealousy. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's it. My good girlfriend started having children in our mid-20s, and we just adjusted and pivoted. I can't imagine not being there for my good friend, especially right. And the fact that this man got deployed, and Jasmine said they didn't even reach out to her, and she was literally living in New York. My thing is, we knew Silas was deployed because it was on social media. So we knew, y'all knew. And the fact that y'all didn't reach out to her in an impactful way. So what I mean by that is, I don't want somebody to be like, well, Jordan said she called Jasmine in an impactful way, meaning, hey, girl, let's do brunch. Hey, girl, what's going on? Hey, girl, how's it going over there? How you feeling? How's Silas? Is he good? Like, I don't mean that you just texted me, her Silas was deployed, girl. I hope you're okay. No, I mean, in an impactful way, they were not there for her. And then when they found out she was pregnant, again, when Andy asked who had been there for her, I don't remember her answer, but the way it went, it doesn't sound like too many of them. Hey, what's up, Ramel? Hey, boo. It doesn't sound like too many of them were there supporting her through that process. And I can only imagine being that young, your husband is away, I mean, it happens to army wives all the time or military wives all the time. I'm not saying that Jasmine's doing something that millions of women haven't done. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm talking about this situation. She had to be very scared. I'm sure she went through some depression. Remember, Jasmine is a stay-at-home wife. So she didn't even have work. I mean, outside of whatever she's been doing since the show and whatever social media that she has going on. She doesn't have a 9-to-5 to keep her occupied. She was living, I believe she said she moved in with her aunt. So she's living with another family member. Her husband is on the other side of the world and she's pregnant. And I can only imagine how she felt in that process. Because these were supposed to be her friends again. Like she said, Preston, you were in my wedding. You probably have Preston and Jordan have probably known her the longest, right? And that's why I'm like, it's just got to be more to this story. And if it's not more to the story, then this is some petty ass shit. Jordan wore red saran wrap. Oh, child, yeah, that outfit was horrible. Watch Winter House where Jordan appears. You will not believe this is the same person you see on Martha's Vineyard. It's crazy. Yeah, y'all keep. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm probably not. So y'all can just tell me how she was. I'm probably not gonna go back and watch Summer House. I don't even know what season it would be for me to watch it. But y'all can just tell me. Y'all can just tell me. Preston and Jordan are mean girls. Bria is a child. Shanice is broke. Summer is broken. Alex is weird. Amir got that white lady. I can understand them not being there for her. Wow, Xavier. Okay. Wow. Jordan looks like a mix between a throwback of Toni Braxton and a backup dancer. Yeah, I mean, she just looked like a mermaid, but like not a good one. I don't know. The issue for me is immaturity. There was no clear discussion on what happened with her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ascension. I did not walk away from the reunion knowing anything more about what's going on with Jordan and the rest. I mean, with Jasmine and the rest of the crew. Nothing. Nothing. I learned nothing. The only thing I learned is that this is deeper than what we know. The fact that Preston and Silas have not spoken and their relationship is broken. The fact that that Preston and Jasmine's relationship is broken. The fact that Jasmine relationship with all seem like all of the girls and Preston is in a bad place. Like Amir, Alex, and Nick seem cool. But it just seemed like everybody else. And I was just like, Preston has made it known that he has hung out with Jasmine 6 times and refers to her as his line brother's wife. Yeah, but he's known her. That don't mean they were best friends, but he's known her. I don't know. It's just more to it. It's just more to it. I heard that too. I want to know if Jordan invites these white people, specifically the men, to a fist fight. I can't stand how Jordan tried to turn Martha's Vineyard into a bad girls club. I didn't see that. Okay. I didn't see that. Okay. Preston told Carlos Jasmine purchased IG follow. I need to go back and watch that interview because y'all told me that Preston's energy was so different in his interview with Carlos than it was with me. But honestly, I wasn't trying to ask. First of all, I was nervous, if I'm being fair. Second of all, because that's my first interview with a Bravo celebrity while they were still on Bravo, right? I interviewed Buffy, but that was after she was off of Married to Medicine. And I have interviewed Ashley and Winter from Love and Marriage DC. But that was my first Bravo celebrity interview. I was a little nervous, you guys. And I had a time, like I had a window of time, right? So it wasn't a unlimited interview where we could just talk until we got done talking. I had to get it in, right? And so there were questions that I had that I wanted to make sure I got in. The Jasmine thing, the only thing I regret about that interview was when I asked him about the people on the show. I wish I had shut up and let him talk first. But I was like, so what do you think about Jasmine? Well, I think it doesn't matter what I think. It wasn't my interview. That's the only thing I wish that I had kind of just not said anything and let him talk. And maybe he would have said something a little shadier. But I feel like by me sort of kind of throwing stuff out there first, he kind of just built off of what I kind of threw out. So that's my only regret. You know, when I went back and watched it again, I was like, oh, I was talking. I feel like I was talking too much. But I know that was my nervous. I know that was my nerves, right? Me talking, I felt like that was my nerves. Right, exactly. Love Black, like being somebody's, like your line brother's wife, especially if you were in the wedding. Like, I think a lot of y'all get it because y'all understand D9. The fact that that's your line brother's wife, and the fact that y'all were close enough that you were in his wedding, I'm not going to sit here and let Preston get away with well, I didn't really know her that well. You knew her well enough, right? And that's why I feel like this is deeper than just the way Jasmine acted last. It's deeper. I don't know what it is, but it's deeper. Jasmine told Andy tonight she was done speaking for everybody. Good. She was a totally different person around the white people. Ooh. Where was the interview? I must have missed it. Ramel, you missed my interview with Preston. I did it on Thursday. You should be able to find it. I don't think I have a mod in here right now to drop the link. Give me a second. Where's my phone? I'll drop the link. Give me a second.
You said you were gonna get some clothes from.
Hold on. Something about Preston that doesn't sit right with me. I can't put my finger on it, but it's something. Ooh. Here it is right here. I'm going to put the link in the chat, you guys. Sorry. Why is it not showing? Oh, here it is. Oh, Tracy just dropped it. Thank you, Tracy. I didn't know if he was in here, boo. Tracy just dropped it. So there it is right there. Preston really dragged Jasmine in that interview. He totally downplayed his role in their wedding. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to go back and look at it then. Julia, I'm going to go back. Not Julia Sugarbaker. Yes, Julia Sugarbaker. All right, I'm going to go back. I keep saying I'm going to watch it. I have to put it on my playlist because y'all know Carlos. His interviews irritate me. But I'm going to go back and watch it. I always felt Preston was fake and flip-flop. And yes, Brie is annoying, but their friendship is off. Shanice says she didn't want Jasmine to bring drama. Jordan agreed. But I was like, what drama? Right. And that's my whole point, J Love. Like, if their issue is just how she acted last season with her trying to be a puppeteer, where's the drama in that? Like, what drama are they talking about? Because and I'm done with it after this because I think we all kind of get it. If my issue with Xavier, if me and Xavier have been friends for 5 years, right? And we end up on a reality show together. And my issue with with Xavier is that I feel like he was acting different in front of the cameras and he was acting funny in front of the cameras. Then that is where my issue with Xavier would stop, right? If 6 months later we're planning a trip to Jamaica, I'm going to be like, Xavier, what's up? Why you not coming? I want you to come to Jamaica. Like, I know, shit kind of went left with the show, but you still my dude. I want you to come to Jamaica. The fact that Jasmine said her and Summer were in a bad place and they needed to clear the air. So that lets you know that her and Summer had something went on with her and Summer, and it couldn't have been from the show because hell, her and Summer were only on the show like 5 minutes. I mean, Summer wasn't even on the show last year. She was there for 3 days? I understand why Shanice was mad at her, because Shanice felt like Jasmine was sort of instigating the whole situation with Shanice's ex-boyfriend or whatever. But again, it just doesn't translate to me. It just doesn't. And it's got to be more that happened that we're just not seeing. But overall, you guys, I think the reunion could have been better, but again, we didn't even get a reunion at all last year. So at least we got a reunion. Hopefully we'll get a season 3. I'm here for it. I met my husband during undergrad, and his chapter doesn't play about their girlfriend's partner. Absolutely. I'm here for another season. Do I think they need to bring back everybody? I think some people could stand to not come back. I'm definitely not interested in seeing Natalie play a bigger role. And Amir said something, I guess, in an interview or on a tweet or whatever, that if Natalie doesn't come back, he's not coming back. Well, I say don't let the door hit you with a good little split you. Because honestly, I don't need Amir another season, and I definitely don't need Amir and Natalie. Like, none of the significant others are allowed to be there the whole time. That's part of, remember, that's why Simon was mad. Remember, Simon was trying to be there longer, and I guess the production was like, yeah, no, you can't be here longer than XYZ days. Amir can definitely go. I like Alex, but Alex can go. Alex didn't bring nothing to the show. I mean, other than them trying to turn him into an F-boy child. Nick did confirm that him and Tasia broke up. He did confirm that. I listened to the BB interview before watching him on the Brooke Ashley. Preston is so fake because, oh, wow. I need to go watch these other interviews, child. Bring back Phil and Mariah. I'm not interested in seeing either one of them, if I'm being fair. I'm not interested in seeing Phil or Mariah. Even though I think that whole fight, I feel like Amir could have intervened and avoided it, I do still feel like Mariah be doing the most when the least will do. And I'm just not interested in Mariah rehashing everything that happened. And I feel like that's what it would be. I feel like it would be her trying to redeem herself and trying to rehash. I don't know. I'm definitely not interested in seeing Phil. I'm just not. I'm not. But I do think we need to bring some new male energy into the house. I do feel like we need some new male energy. I would love to see Nick come back. I really, really like Nick. And I could tell that y'all ain't really crazy about Preston, but I would be here for Preston. I would definitely be here for another Preston. For Preston to come back. But I would like to see some new guy energy. I would. Just need Jasmine to have a real friend in the house. Well, I don't know if Mariah is Jasmine's real friend. Remember, they are rebuilding their friendship, right? Don't know. The single dad from last season, he didn't come back. I think he's an actor. Like, didn't he do some acting? Hasn't he moved into? I think he's an actor. I think he's got like other stuff going on. Why are all the women just so sad on the show? I don't know how you mean that. I don't know if you mean sad like emotionally sad or sad like they just sad. I don't know how you mean that. Give me something. Preston is low-key competing with Jasmine for top dog. Ooh. Jason would be good for Jasmine. They didn't even mention the flight attendant guy from last season. Yeah, they never brought him up. Matter of fact, I forgot about him until just now. Literally until just now, I forgot about him. Woo, it's 11:23. I didn't know it was that late. Y'all, let me get off of here. Y'all can clearly tell I don't have to go to work tomorrow because y'all know I would not be here this late. We'll do New Jersey at some point tomorrow. I haven't finished up OJ Simpson this week. I know y'all have been asking about it, and I apologize. The last 2 weeks I've just had a lot going on. I've been traveling. I had to work late, like not last week, but the week before last. I had to work late every day, and I just didn't have a lot of time. And then last week, y'all know, I just had a lot going on personally. So we're going to get OJ Simpson done, part 5 of OJ Simpson done this week. I'm gonna get you guys Bridgerton. Episode 1 of season 3 is already loaded. So if you want to see my Bridgerton reviews, you need to go over to ReallyBTV Reviews. You got to go to my sister channel and catch it there. It is already up. I'll probably get you guys at least 2 more of those this week. Blood and water. I think I'm gonna try to start getting you guys blood and water. Yeah. We about to hit like a Dubai starts in 2 weeks. June the 2nd, Dubai starts. So we got Dubai coming. Power book 2 is coming, I think, in June. And something else is coming in June, y'all. Refresh my memory. Something else is coming in June. Why can't you find my second channel? You tried. Tracy, are you still in here, Tracy? Can you drop the link? Hold on. Let me get you the link for my second channel. Hold on. Please subscribe, y'all. We are 110 subscribers away from 1,000. Y'all know I can't monetize that channel until I get to 1,000. So please, please, please. We got hold on. Here's the link. Hold on. I'm not reviewing House of Dragons. I'm not. I'm going to watch it, but I'm definitely not reviewing House of Dragons. Sorry to disappoint you. There's the link for the other channel. It's right there. Give Me Shelter. Oh, Tracy, me and Tracy dropped it at the same time, but there it is right there. So if you are not subscribed to Really Be TV Reviews, that is where I'm doing my reviews. Unless it's a live review, for right now, that is where all my reviews are over there. So Bridgerton is going to be over there. Blood and Water is over there. Once that channel is monetized, everything reviews will be over there. Thank you, Give Me Shelter, boo. So yeah. All right, you guys. That is what I have for y'all right now. Sorry, we drunk over here. I'm delayed. That's okay, boo. That's all right. Mims had me out there trying to get me drunk today, child. We was down. We went to brunch and then we went to the casino, honey. But we had a good time. Hung out with Mims a little bit today. So that was a good time. All right, y'all. I also have the wrong season. It's season 3, right? Didn't I put season 3? Hold on. My bad. What I put for this season? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw the Giselle's ex-husband got engaged. Yeah. Hold on. What I put for this season? It's season 3. That's season 3 of Bridgerton. The title says season 2. Oh, okay. Let me fix it. My bad, y'all. Okay, I'll fix it. My bad. I'm gonna fix it as soon as we get off of here. All right. Yeah. My thing is this. Listen, him being engaged, if he like it, I love it. If that woman like it, I love it. That's the same woman that Tasha K saw him with down in Florida eating ice cream a couple of months ago. And they tried to act like wasn't nothing happening. And now all of a sudden they getting engaged, child. So listen, if you like it, I love it. That's all I got to say about that. We'll see. We will see. All right, you guys. Let me get off of here. Y'all continue to enjoy your holiday weekend. If you're not off tomorrow, I'm sorry. But everybody that is, enjoy your 3-day weekend, honey. And like I said, y'all will see me tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a tribe meeting tomorrow. And again, New Jersey. We'll do New Jersey tomorrow, okay? All right. Talk to y'all later. The real tea is with Pastor Holy Whore is Larry Reid exposing another child. Yeah, but he been talking about that other child. Am I surprised that he allegedly got more churn out there? No. Word on the curb is that this woman is pregnant, and that's why they having this shotgun wedding. Now that's what Larry Reid and Will McCray was talking about. I don't know that to be a fact, but we can all add and subtract. So one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. If that woman is pregnant, we will know. We can all add and subtract. I'm just saying. All right. Mwah! I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. I know that's right. She said time and a half. I know that's right, little baby. She said, don't feel sorry